Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. As I've covered here previously on several video updates, toy manufacturers, the loyal subjects, have now officially brought back the 80s transforming combat vehicle toy line M.A.S.K for its 40th anniversary, and the company has showed off 4 of the units from its upcoming Wave 1 of the series, which are all retro-styled re-releases of the original designs, and these were all shown off at New York Toy Fair 2025, and this includes the Thunderhawk, the Condor, the Switchblade, and the crown jewel of the line, the Rhino. Now, some of the vehicles, as reported previously, have now been given new names, likely due to copyright reasons, and in the case of the Rhino, this massive tractor rig that turns into a weapons base and field headquarters for the M.A.S.K team has now been given the official title of the Mobile Defense Unit. Now, as talked about in my last video, the loyal subjects had the prototypes on display at Toy Fair, and they did not show the action features in operation or anything like that. We only saw this one image of the Rhino fully deployed in action mode, but as you can see, this is an enhanced image and not entirely of the full actual toy. But now we also have another update, one that was being shared online by several other news sites last week as well. And this news has been based off several pre-order listings as shared by various hobby stores and suppliers online. As you know, hobby stores would often get advanced product information months in advance so they can plan their orders. And for this video, I'm taking a look at the pre-order page for one company in particular, and we have the listing here for a company called Myth Factory, and they've got something here that states that there's a special version of the Rhino that's part of an exclusive for SDCC 2025, right? So we're going to talk about it in this video. And I would also like to ask that if you enjoy the content here, drop me a like on the video, drop a super chat in the comment section, and subscribe and join up as a member of the Retro Toy Escapades crew. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, now let's check out what it says here on the pre-order page for this loyal subjects M.A.S.K Rhino SDCC 2025 exclusive version. Okay, it's going to be maybe a long read, so let's just strap in for the ride. Okay, it says that the Rhino Mobile Defense Unit vehicle is manufactured by the loyal subjects. This officially licensed product is from the M.A.S.K TV show. It is an adult collectible item measuring 12 centimeters. It's pretty long, yeah. Okay, this vehicle is based on the Kenner toy from the 80s with a number of improvements over its ancestor, such as smoke and gunfire effects. Okay, so this is stuff that we saw from the Toy Fair images. All of the accessories which were presented as translucent add-on parts, these are all new. The original version didn't have them. The gunfire effects and also the smoke effects. Okay, so then it goes on to say here, the M.A.S.K truck transforms into 2 separate combat units. Okay, so you guys know this, all right? If you've ever owned a Rhino unit, you know that the back portion of the rig can be disengaged to form a separate all-terrain assault vehicle. Now, this is one of the very cool aspects of the Rhino in that you basically get 2 vehicles in one. So you've got more options for play and more options for combat. All right, then it goes on to say that it comes with its missile and pilots, Matt Trakker and Bruce Sato. Are they pilots or are they drivers? All right. Okay. Anyway, note that these M.A.S.K action figures have additional joints compared with the original version. That's true, okay, like we talked about. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This exclusive version also includes action figures of Scott Trakker and his faithful robot, T-Bob. And that's it right there, guys. Now, this exclusive SDCC 2025 M.A.S.K Rhino unit that they have planned will also feature the first action figures since 1985 of both team leader Matt Trakker's son, Scott Trakker, and his loyal sidekick, T-Bob. Okay, both of these guys were actually pretty hard to find at retail back in the day, and they do fetch higher prices on the secondary market today compared to most of the standard figures. Now, the Scott Trakker figure is the shortest character within the entire M.A.S.K range. He has a completely different mold from everyone else, and he only has 5 points of articulation without the knee articulation that a standard M.A.S.K figure comes with. Okay, this is based off the original 85 version of the figure. Now, it's possible that since the loyal subjects are remaking all of the figures to now include ball-jointed shoulders and thighs, we might also see a more articulated Scott Trakker figure. What do you guys think about that? Sound off in the comment section. Okay, and then we have his faithful but clumsy companion, T-Bob. Okay, so T-Bob was just as annoying as any of the other 80s cartoon character mascots, right? But he did manage to become something of a fan favorite nevertheless. Now, the original toy, however, is lacking in a lot of areas in that it does not actually resemble T-Bob's cartoon look at all. They got rid of his legs entirely, and all you have to do to transform him here is to just press him down flat and he turns into a scooter. Okay, so it's pretty lame, but this was probably okay for the time, but definitely disappointing by today's standards. And somehow I don't think that they're going to improve the design at all, not based on what we've seen so far. But look, you are still getting a new T-Bob and Scott Trakker figure, so I think for a lot of people that's reason enough for them to rejoice. Now it also says in the product description that this new SDCC 25 exclusive will come with a new metallic effect paint finish. Right now I'm not really sure what this means exactly, because we definitely know that the new Loyal Subjects Rhino does not have any of the chrome paint from the original, but it does have something of a silvery finish to it that could already be considered metallic perhaps. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if they're trying to say that this metallic paint finishing is in fact supposed to be chrome paint. Okay, let me know in the comments what you guys think it is. But I do feel that, unless it was going to be chrome like the original, then there's not really much reason here to be excited. But still, okay, look, if it's a completely different paint scheme from the original, then that's reason for us to check it out and get excited about it perhaps. But overall, everything else about the unit appears to be the same as the standard release. So it does transform in the sense that it becomes a field headquarters, like I mentioned. That's also a mobile defense unit, and this back portion here separates out, and you get this ladder that you can fold out, and you see the interior of the vehicle here on the back, and there's all these consoles and stuff like that. Just stuff for them to do operations, okay, serious operations. And then you've got this huge honking missile launcher in the back here, and this is always one of the most fun aspects of the Rhino, the fact that it's got this huge missile that just blasts out, okay, at the press of this trigger at the back here. The Rhino actually has one of the most powerful spring activated firing missiles among all of the M.A.S.K vehicles. Once this thing fires, it goes like all the way across the room sometimes, and I'm gonna have to be spending some time looking for where that missile landed. Damn. Okay, so the new version will also have the smokestacks, okay, on the sides here that can be pulled out manually and positioned forward to form the lasers. I just wish that they had incorporated some kind of new spring activated feature where the smokestacks could just pop out from the sides instead of you just having to pull them out manually. And of course, the new Rhino will feature the classic battering ram action gimmick. Okay, this thing is just a classic, okay? You can't miss with this. But look guys, in all of the descriptions I've read for either the standard release version or now the SDCC exclusive version of the Rhino, there's just been no mention of one of the Rhino's key features, which is the spring activated ejector seat, right? So at the press of a button, if you remember from the original unit, you could have somebody that was sitting on the left side of the vehicle to just get chucked straight out, right? That's right, okay, this ejector seat just pops out, and it just pops out anybody that's sitting there. And maybe, Matt's having a boring conversation with Bruce and decides that he's had enough of him, and he just ejects him straight out of the vehicle. See ya. So look guys, okay, this feature is a whole lot of fun, and I would be disappointed if the new version doesn't come with it. But like I said, there's been no confirmation so far, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But in the meantime guys, okay, so we have this update here that there is going to be a second alternate version of the Rhino as an exclusive for SDCC, and this thing will come with a new paint decor and new exclusive figures of Scott Trakker and T-Bob. What do you guys think about all this? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll catch all of you guys again real soon with more content right here. Take care out there.